What's going on, everybody? It's Austin Got Figs, and welcome back to another video. And as you can see in today's video, we do have another action figure review, which is the From the Vault Series 3 Ringside exclusive Yokozuna. Now, before we get into this, I do not have the chase because I feel like the chase is not that great. I just feel like the colors on the regular variant are a lot better, so therefore I do not have the chase. Now, before we get into this review, be sure to subscribe to the channel, helps me out a lot, and even like this video because that also helps me a lot as well. Also, my socials will be linked in the description of the video below, and that is also completely free to go follow, so I hope you do decide to do that. Without further ado, let's get right on into this figure review. Alright, so let's first look at our packaging. So we've looked at the front, you got your figure window, shot of Yoko, we got the WWE logo, true effects-like details, you got his name, Series 3, Mattel, from the vault, from the WWE. We'll turn it to the side. We do have a shot of Yokozuna, you got his name, WWE logo. We'll turn it to the back, you do have a description, so if you want to read that, you can go ahead and pause now. You do have a shot of Yoko, you do have all the other stars that you can collect in this set. And then that's really it for the back. We'll turn it to the other side, same thing as the others. We do have a shot of Yoko, got his name, WWE logo, and pretty nice designing all over this packaging. That brings us back to the front. Now it's time to open this figure and let's see it. Alright, now let's look at our accessories that come with our Yokozuna From the Vault Elite figure, man. So, as you can see, we do have two pairs of interchangeable hands. The other pair is currently on the figure, but the other pair is just a pair of fisted hands, but we've all seen those. So here's the first pair. As you can see, we do have this open hand right here. Let me get that closer. Oh my. Yeah, alright, yeah, here is the first hand, just a nice little open hand. You got some little vein detail, not too much. Pretty cool, though. Then you have the other one right here. Pretty cool. Actually, wait, hold on. Does this one have... I feel like that one looks more veiny. It could just be me, though. It's pretty cool, though. Then we do get our standard mic holding hands. Some more vein detail, as you can see there. Check out the other one. Nice vein detail, another mic holding hand. Like I said, the other hands are on the figure, which are fisted hands. But then we jump into his bucket, or whatever you want to call this. I mean, I'm just going to call it a bucket, because that's exactly what it is. So yeah, you have a nice little bucket. You got a brown base. Oh, looks like mine has some paint chip. I don't know if you guys can see that. A little bit of paint chip on mine. Yeah, I think that's just a little bit of paint chip on mine because the other side doesn't have that. That sucks. It's not that big of a deal though. But yeah, nice little bucket. You could probably store some things in here, whatever you want to put in there. I don't know. You can even put his interchangeable hands in there, which is pretty cool. So very nice there. Also, this does move back and forth, so pretty cool as well. Then we do have his robe, man. So nice little robe here, just a red robe. Yes, it does actually fit on him. I know, I'm surprised too. But yeah, so this one's cool because it has little straps here, as you can see, and you just tie them like a shoelace basically, and it stays around his body. So that's pretty cool. I do enjoy this robe. I think for the Chase variant, I think this is the same, but don't quote me on that. I think the only thing that's different from the Chase figure is that the overall figure has white pants. But that's all it for the accessories. Now let's jump into the actual figure. Alright, here is the Yokozuna figure, and holy, this thing is massive. Oh my, like it feels like pretty hefty in hand too. Like it's not some like regular old skinny elite figure, man. This is hefty duty, or heavy duty, I can't lie, man. It's got some weight to it for real. But man, this thing is so freaking cool, dude. I think this figure's awesome, man. So let's get right into our head scan here as usual. So here's our head scan. As far as detail of looking like Yokozuna, definitely does look like Yokozuna. It's not like it looks like anybody else. It looks exactly like Yoko. As far as movement, it doesn't have the greatest movement, but you can go all the way around. It's just when you get to about here, I feel like it can get stiff. Oh, it almost popped off. Hold on, let me pop it back on. There we go. But yeah, when it gets to about this point here, it kind of starts to get stiff, but like I just showed you, you can still go all the way around. On top, you do have his hair tie, black hair, and then you do have the little bun right here as well, so very cool as far as the head goes. Now, as far as the arms go, they are small arms. They are definitely smaller arms. If I'm being honest, I don't know exactly what Yokozuna's build is as far as his body, but I would think his arms should look a little bit bigger. But, I'm not really looking too much at that. It's just cool for me personally to have even a Yokozuna figure, man. I think it's awesome, so... but I would argue that his arms should be a little bit bigger for both. But it could just be me. Let's check our elbow joint here. So here's the bend. It is double jointed. You go back and forth. Very cool. We'll check the bicep pivot here. Can go all the way around, as you can see there. Pretty cool. Now we'll check as far going all the way around with the entire arm. Yes, you can. Very nice. He doesn't have any design there. I mean, he does have some vein detail, but as far as tattoos, obviously he doesn't have those because he didn't have those in real life. Now we'll check this other one. So here's that. It is double jointed for the elbow. Very cool. Very smooth. Check the bicep all the way around. Very cool. Now we'll check all the way around. Yes, sir. You can go all the way around. So very nice on the arms, man. They move smoothly. I would just argue, I would feel like the arms would look a little bit bigger for a figure like this, but, you know, that could just be me. Now we'll go down to our ab crunch. So here's the front of it. Now we'll go to the back of it. Very cool. Now we'll see the actual movement. So this is as far forward as it goes. If you can see that there. Might be easier to see here. So it kind of just looks like a normal position still, but this is as far back as it goes. It definitely, you can tell the difference from back, but it might be harder to tell the difference from the front as far as the ab crunch. Like if it was down like this, I would just think that was the normal position because it just doesn't look like it's going far down. But as far as moving back, moves very nicely and it looks pretty accurate. So very cool there. Now we'll just check the entire upper body. So you can't go all the way around, I don't think, with this figure. Let me check. Yeah, no, I don't think you can go all the way around. And so that's very interesting, but, you know, it's kind of something you're expecting with a bigger figure like this, of course. So now let's go down to our lower half of the figure. So you do get his usual red little brace kind of type thing here that goes over the pants. So here's the front. Here's the back with a little bow tie. Very awesome. I enjoy that bow tie. Very freaking cool. And it's red too, so very awesome. And it's red on black, man. Even more awesome. This figure is awesome, man. But then you do get the licorice looking type things here. That's an interesting placement for one. If you guys know what I'm talking about, that is very interesting. So I'm not going to say anything on that, but if you know, you know. Yeah, but, you know, very nice detail here. Very cool. Then we do have the legs and just the pants here. So just black pants. I mean, he's pretty caked up, let's be honest. Yeah. So, yeah, but they are black, of course. But now let's check the overall bend of the knees. So we'll go up. This is as far up as you can go. And then here, I'll do the other one as well. See, it's actually not, I would think this figure would be a lot stiffer, but it's actually not as stiff bending that way, I would argue. It's not as stiff as I would have thought. Now let's check the other way. Here's the other way. Very cool. And then we do go down to his little ankle, which looks like he has some ankle pieces, or some like ankle tape type stuff going on here. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, he does not have shoes because it's Yokozuna. He does have some big feet, man. So he does have some pretty big feet. No feet pics. Can't let you do that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he's got his feet there. And now let's just see if the entire lower body can move all the way around. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No. Yeah, so the lower body does not go all the way around, much like the top of the body. So that is it for the entire articulation and overall look of the Yokozuna figure. But now let's put all the accessories on the figure and get a final good look at it. Alright, here is the final look of the From the Vault Series 3 Ringside exclusive Yokozuna Elite figure, man. This thing is definitely worth the purchase. I would highly recommend picking this up. I would pick the regular version. I would not go the chase unless you are looking for white pants, because I'm pretty sure that's the only difference, is that the other one has white pants instead of black. But I prefer the black pants with the red on top. So definitely worth the purchase here. I do enjoy this figure. I think it's honestly kind of a meme type figure, but it's also very cool at the same time. Yeah, man, definitely worth the purchase. But if you did enjoy this review, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more content from me, subscribe to the channel. And you can even go follow my socials. Those links are in the description. I have an Instagram and I have an X account. I even have a Twitch account, which is in the bio of my YouTube. So you can go follow all those. It's completely free as for everything. But hope you guys did enjoy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.